Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. Oh, good-looking ball. Now he's off and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, here's a player who can contribute in so many ways. Theo Hernandez. He's shown himself to be not just an effective crosser, but capable of excellent passing from deep, as well as being a pretty decent finisher. Playing for the right team, he probably could get himself into double figures.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Barcola, good ball, good take. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Conte, there he goes, motoring forward. He has a look up.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tchouameni. And here's Dembele. And he's having a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Nothing wrong with the idea, inches away.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Cleared without complication. That's an imaginative pass. And he cuts out the supply. But that has not gone well. Conte. Rabiot. France have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Lovely feet.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, they can break here. Thuram. Now that looks a decent ball. It'll be a throw-in. Upamecano, Conte. Now, can they get him away? Hernandez is in a really good position out wide.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he thumps it clear. Corner number 2 then. And it's Rabiot. And he's had a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. And that's aimed into the middle.
Well played and well cleared.
France get their fourth corner. Rabiot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. They're up to 5 corners now. But he's made sure that's not getting through. He's gone for goal! Too close for comfort. Saliba. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ball played for Klaus. Pressing high and with purpose. Looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. Oh, that was vital. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Knocks it out wide. And here's Barcola. Barcola going face-to-face with his great rival. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Hernandez. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Tchouaméni gets it clear. Hernandez. Saliba. And here's Thuram. Doué.
Il y aura 2 minutes de
And
temps
they've got rid.
additionnel.
Ball's gone out of play. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Konate cuts it out. Conte. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Vêtu d'un t-shirt jaune, attend ses parents au secrétariat du club. Ses parents sont priés de se faire connaître auprès d'un stadier.
Here we go again.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Klaus. Rice ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Barcola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for options for movement. Some really good ball movement. France looking to pass their way through. Klaus gets into some space. It is a corner.
Look, a little variation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
Upamecano is there and he can get that clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been slipped through. And it's Dembele. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Played out wide. Hoisted in. He's got full.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pass somewhat off target. Tchouaméni well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Lovely pass. Big chance! It's a goal! There is the breakthrough! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's fabulous. France can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Upamecano did well to stay calm there.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break with...
Decent chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Conte. Thuram. Thuram puts his foot on the gas.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Mbappe! And it's hoisted clear.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Chooses to go cross-field. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Doué. Aims beyond the defence. And he's cut it out. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, good take in a good area. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! Rabiot.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, a delicate chip through. And he welcomes it in. It's a promising position. Stood up well to him there.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Brilliantly cut out. France close now to seeing this one through to the end. And here's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Mbappe
14.
ready to try
Le
one.
numéro 25.
This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Le numéro 21. Le numéro 7. À leur place, le numéro 6. Le numéro 26. Le numéro 5. Le numéro 2. Le numéro 9. Changement. Temps additionnel.
It's a lucky
1
seventh
minute.
corner. Hernandez plays it short. Koundé. And we're done. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for
Je
argument.
vous demanderai de bien vouloir déposer vos
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, it was a
Merci
fairly
beaucoup.
stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Klaus carries the ball down the right, looking to play him in. That's an errant pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Vinicius Junior. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good ball, that too.
Alexander-Arnold. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both.
Great chance! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's a decent clearance. Oh, what? Has a shot! Upamecano gets flagged offside. This is Dembele. Dembele! Now, who's going to be first to this? And they've got rid. Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's not an especially good pass, that. Bellingham. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Howson. Madrid look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Tchouaméni. And it's Rabiot. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. And he's making progress on the ball. It's a promising position, and the cross comes in. Courtois claims it, safe hands. Not the most accurate pass. And he will. It's Rabiot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Mbappe looks to get on the end of this. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Valverde. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Tchouaméni not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. The referee's awarded a free kick. Hernandez, Konate, France looking to pass their way through, and it's Tchouaméni, out towards the flank, and that's played in low. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Great ball, a decent chance! Goal, France! The breakthrough strike! Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bellingham wins the duel this time. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Looking for options for movement. France leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
France leading 1-0 at the break.
Changement.
Here we go again.
France definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Opts for safety. Passing nice and neat. Brilliantly cut out. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Rabiot. Camavinga, who's set up one goal so far. And that's been won straight back. And he tries a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Rodrigo. For Valverde. Rudiger. Mbappe demonstrating his defensive quality there. This might spell danger. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. And he has been fouled there. Rabiot played out wide. Klaus. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And here's Dembele. Rabiot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Klaus is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And he's heaved it away. There's a sharp little ball here. Klaus. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, it's Dembele. Mbappe. He's in space and looking for options. Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Mbappe. And here's Bellingham. Out to the right. And it's made its way to him. Bellingham. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. It's bounced back off the post. And the lead stays intact, just.
Now that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7.
So, time for changes on
6.
both sides, actually.
Le numéro 14. À leur place, le numéro 9. Le numéro 25. Le numéro 19. Changement en cours.
Goulart with the short one. Arda Goulart. And he whips it in. Picked out brilliantly. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
1-0 as we head towards the end. That's good running with the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Tchouaméni, not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Guendouzi. I think we're just about done here. And that was nowhere near his best.
France can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to...
Big chance! Off the post! It's a throw-in. Conte.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that is as far as it goes. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. As you can see, we've already started here. France with the corner, they're first. Rudiger clears it away. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he goes cross-field. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Dembele. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Tchouaméni. Now he's off and running. Howson cuts it out. And it's Bellingham. Mbappe. Great vision. Spread neatly. And the shot, and the shot! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Driving on and making good progress. And now the breakaway. Goes looking wide. Chips it through. Drill. He's had a shot! There it is! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Madrid are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's intervened well there. Klaus powering forward here, and they can counter here.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe, and there's his chance to lead the counter. This is good pressing, they're not... And the finish! And he hits the net! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Big chance! Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vinicius Junior is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Well timed, excellent interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Vinicius Junior running with the ball. And here's Valverde. And he's picked it up out wide. He's being urged to shoot. Shot a goal! Conte. Camavinga. And it's Camavinga. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. It's Camavinga. And he welcomes it in. Valverde. Valverde, who's set up one goal so far. That has ended up in no man's land. Conte. Camavinga. Conte.
Additionnel, 1 minute.
Bellingham. Dembele. Now, can they get him away? And he shoots! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 24.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Oh, this looks sharp.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Saliba. And it's Camavinga. Dembele. And the shot! Goal! And the second half is off to a flyer. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
France are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now there's a shapes to shoot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. Tries to get it clear. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here. And
Conte! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And that's definitely not his best. Saliba. Doué. He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
All he needs
7.
to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Le numéro 9.
Vinicius Junior with the clearance. Madrid are looking to go forward now. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Camavinga. Love and the shot! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Valverde. Great ball, and he takes a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe is offering a right smile there.
Changement pour la France. Le
They're
numéro
up to
6.
5 corners now.
À sa place, le numéro 26. Changement.
Oh, what close! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. The corner count is rising. That's 6. Rudiger attempts a clearance. They get a throw in. France will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Showing good feet. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Sends it crossfield. In by Klaus.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Nicely shaped ball. He is through here. Camavinga. And he was alert to it. That's a smartly directed ball. And it's Fofana. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That has been cut short. Shot could be on.
France have certainly approached the game in the right way and relentlessly pursuing their equaliser. They've come close on several occasions now, and they may well get it by the time the final whistle goes.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
Le
benches.
numéro 2. Changement en cours.
Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Oh, that's neat. Brahim Diaz. Camavinga. Nice defending, it's got the job done.
4 minutes de temps additionnel.
4 added minutes on the board.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And it's Hernandez. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that is that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
France definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Real chance! It's hit the upright. He's delivered all right!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So, a breakthrough already. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. France have a free kick. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. And here's Mbappe. Closing in on charge, surely! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
France leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rabiot. This is Dembele. Good read, needed to be. Doué. And it's Tchouaméni. Saliba. Konate. Rabiot. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Upamecano. And France can counter now. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. And he
shoots! Doué. And he's intervened well there. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe. And it's Camavinga. And Doué. Saliba makes the interception. And here's Dembele. Well, that is one way to stop him. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Skims one in.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Hernandez. Can he get on the end of this? Konate does well to get it back. Rabiot. Tchouaméni. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Konate. Klaus. Klaus. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camavinga. France looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And this is Dembele. Dembele, chance for a shot! Yes! And they are cruising away. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Attention, changement.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
And the shot! He scores! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So Olise! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. He's going to be disappointed with that. Chouameni. Now it's Thuram. Threads one in. Oh, that was vital.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Camavinga. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out wide. Played back in. It's come to nothing. And he's managed to get rid. There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
France head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here we go again. He's on it, can he get away? And that pass just didn't quite work. Klaus. Oh, given away. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Dembele. Now, can they get him away? Great ball if he can get there. Just eases him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's the chance to counter. Chouameni. Zaire Emery. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Dembele being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, they can break here. Tries to play it through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that is out of play.
Changement.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Look at the space here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Ambitious ball here. Stood up well to him there. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Passes short and sharp. In with the challenge. Rabiot, who does have an assist to his name. Floated through. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Thuram coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's really well cleared. And the return pass. France still have the cards to affect this game. Chouameni. Nicely aimed pass. Ball played for Klaus. Plays a sharp little ball here. And now they can clear their lines. And here's Thuram. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely ball and a real chance now. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Thuram. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Now it's Thuram. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Tries to get it clear. Goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. He has done it! Rabiot at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. France blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Le numéro 5.
And he's let fly!
Changement en cours.
That is good alertness. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Chance!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Konate can get it clear.
Il y aura 2 minutes de
Ball's
temps
gone out of play.
additionnel.
Fofana. Oh, easy pickings there. Chouameni. And that's been into... And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And it's Rabiot. Shot could chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Rabiot! It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
And he cuts out the supply. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Konate did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That has ended up in no man's land. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, that's superb. He has found the way through. Vinicius Junior! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Mbappe with the short one. Mbappe! Oh, that's neat. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. So, another set play.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Now it's finished. He's had a shot! No, he's missed it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Camavinga is there, and he can pick it up. Played into space, and he's worked it through. Rudiger. Nice looking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Saliba cuts out the pass. Camavinga. Looking for the run. Oh, super ball. Chance, surely! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Rabiot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Rabiot is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Now it's Valverde. Oh, it's a great ball here. And the shot! They've scored!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And it's Hernandez. Swept in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Corner number 3 coming up. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Upamecano. Now it's Rabiot. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner. So their 4th corner of the game. Oh, a few ironic cheers tell the story. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Now that's well seen too.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And he's there to belt it away. Konate. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
France grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Upamecano, and it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
And it's Dembele. Rabiot. Can he finish? Goal! France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And the first half is done. France come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
France are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So off we go once more. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. He's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now it's Dembele. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark.
That was lovely, that.
And it's Valverde. Bellingham. Tchouaméni. Camavinga. And it's Tchouaméni. Bellingham. It's Vinicius Junior. And he welcomes it in. He's having a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Hernandez. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Changement en cours.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Camavinga. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rabiot. Klaus. Aims beyond the defence. Well timed, excellent interception. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Takes a shot! They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
France take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now. Endrick really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Pinches it off him. Tchouaméni. Now that looks a decent ball. Shapes to shoot! It's hit the upright. And that was very necessary.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7, le numéro 6. À leur place, le numéro 9, le numéro 25.
Hernandez.
Attention, changement.
Knocks it into space. Takes aim and... Oh, what a climb! Danger averted for now. There's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. They're up to 5 corners now. Oh, well played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's really well manoeuvred. Deftly away. Ceballos with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Cleared away. Upamecano. Quick look, then plays it in. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that's a goal kick. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Tchouaméni, added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Mbappe, and it's Rabiot. Real chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that will be it. They are pumped, boy they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Bellingham. Tchouameni gets over and intercepts. Can he get it through? Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I've been very impressed with this fella, Upamecano. We all know of his impressive record, but he's a lovely blend of athleticism and technical nous that he developed from quite an early age. It'll be interesting to see who his opponents bring to the table to test him, because testing him demands a lot.
Big chance! It's Dembele! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
I think the manager's reactions here sum it up perfectly. He fully expected that to go in.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Hernandez does really well there, he is strong. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Tchouameni.
You can never be short of runners into space. As
Bellingham! Goal! First blood drawn. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And the finish! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal.
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And they're back in front. So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Madrid go into the lead. Alexander-Arnold. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Eder Militao. Pressing high and with purpose.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Bellingham. Now Eder Militao. And it's Bellingham. Oh, that's a key interception. Camavinga. He came in hard, very hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Eder Militao. Tchouaméni. Valverde. And it's Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. That's good running with the ball. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe goes for a shot. He scores. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And here's Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him. And it's Rabiot. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Dembele. Great chance for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Camavinga has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
There's the header! And he's there to belt it away. Konate. Mbappe pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Alexander-Arnold. That's a shade optimistic. Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Now it's Mbappe. Konate. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Bellingham. And it's Tchouaméni. Now Howson. And there's the end of the first half.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 14. Le numéro 15.
And the action is back on
À
the
leur
way.
place, le numéro 9.
Well, I think they have to be
Numéro
positive
24.
despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And he shoots! He scored! The second half off to a spectacular start. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time.
It's a mighty effort! No mistake! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He has a look out. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hernandez. France have scored 2 quick goals here and are right back on level terms. Saliba spots it and intercepts. And it's Dembele. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. 60 minutes played. Camavinga.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty.
France have themselves a chance from the spot.
Changement.
To turn a deficit into a lead. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
It's their second corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. Madrid are looking to go forward now. And he plays one through. And it's Bellingham. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Doué has found the net here, of course. Nice sequence of passes, this. Bellingham. Endrick. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Klaus.
changement pour la France. Le numéro 6. À sa place, le numéro 25. Changement en
Brahim
cours.
Diaz. Doué! Doué! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So, third corner of the game. And they've got rid. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Thuram. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Conte. France finding their passes. Eder Militao could move up a gear here. And here's Endrick, spread out to the left. Oh, well played, well played.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Good running, strong and purposeful. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Played into space out wide. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Valverde. And here's Endrick. That has been slung wide.
Il y aura 4
Elects to
minutes
cross.
de temps additionnel.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Four extra minutes added on. Conte. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Endrick. Endrick charging forward, the ball at his feet. Decent chance! And with that, the final whistle. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most like...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's a little off target. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Well, he's not going to get any further than that. Konate. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Oh, it's Dembele. Conte.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Neither side especially adventurous early on. And it's Bellingham. That's very neat. Valverde.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Bellingham. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bellingham is fouled. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Now it's Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. He's there and gets it away. And it's Bellingham. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, it's Dembele.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Conte. Rudiger. Camavinga. Threads one in. That's an excellent interception. Tchouaméni. Valverde. Out to the left it goes. Strong running down that left flank. Nice control. He's had it taken off him. Klaus. Hernandez. Conte. And this is Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Konate. Over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And it's Conte.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played out to the right. He's being urged to shoot. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on...
Mbappe! It's in! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react. France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And he's well positioned here. He might be in here! Traumeri. That is a brilliant interception. Kante running with the ball. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that was vital. Cleared without complication. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that looks a real chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit, and another try! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
That has certainly made things in little doubt. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. So, what can they make of this? That's beautifully weighted. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we are back underway. Played into the box. Valverde. Bellingham. Alexander-Arnold. That has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. Klaus. Klaus, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Bellingham. Saliba, Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Now it's Mbappe. He's chosen to go back. Klaus. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some really good ball movement. Camavinga. Dembele, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. And here's Mbappe. That's a good run down the left. Bellingham. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Looking for the run. That's been slipped through, and he's picked it up out wide. Alexander-Arnold has it out wide and in space. They've got to throw in. And it's Tchouaméni. Tries to play it, shot a goal! It's in! And they've got their lead back. So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their
À leur
benches.
place, le numéro
Madrid
9.
go into the
Le
lead.
numéro 24. Changement.
Looking for options for movement. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Rodrigo. Chouameni, probing pass, chips it through, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Endrick. Goulart. Goulart goes steaming forward. Engages and forces him off the ball. Aims beyond the defence. And the shot! Sticks it away! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Endrick. Konate does well to get it back. There's the delivery. And that interception was most... There's the shot! No mistake! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Rodrigo showing good feet. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! It's in! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. It's a good-looking delivery. That's that, the end. France perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. Big chance! Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mbappe with the short one. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's their second corner of the game. Camavinga attempts a clearance, and now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well played. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real...
And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's been cut out, well played. Valverde. France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, can he get onto this? Bellingham. Pressure coming in from all directions. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Saliba defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Can he get it through? Now that looks a decent ball. Plays it in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Tchouaméni. Eder Militao. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Aimed beyond the defence. This looks promising. Delivered. And the shot! It's there! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
You've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
That's a nicely shaped ball. He's having a shot! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Oh, that's a key interception.
Valverde.
Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Tchouaméni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Tchouaméni.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Dembele chasing after it.
Valverde.
Good ball, good take. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Valverde looking for options for movement. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Camavinga. Mbappe. Valverde. Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
France really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 15. Le numéro 14.
And we're off again.
À leur place.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
France come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Ah, he's given it away. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, that's superb. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! The second half off to a spectacular start. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
France get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Alexander-Arnold looking for the run. Ah, that's a fine interception. Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. France are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful.
Thuram! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Attention, changement.
Madrid choosing to make the first change. And there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Tries to play it through. And he shoots! It's in! And they get themselves in front! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Madrid go into the lead. Oh, well played.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Great vision. And that's the end of that. It all started... And he's let fly! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's there to retrieve it. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Dembele. Oh, it's come loose. That's going to go a long way. So much time and space here. Upamecano gets good distance on it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That pass has been well intercepted. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Endrick. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Mbappe. Oh, such a clever touch. That's really well cleared. Nicked it back promptly. Saliba.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 12. Changement en cours.
Eder Militao getting this one clear. Probing pass. Now it's Endrick. Shot could be on. And the finish! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
4 added minutes on the board. Looking to play him in. Picked out brilliantly. Real chance! And they've got rid. And he's managed to gift it back. Ceballos can get it clear. Hernandez. And that is a little undercooked. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.